Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Just remember what I said, Godwoken. If you die, then this was all for nothing. Nothing. The ship is livewood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safe.
Very glad indeed.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive. Apparently didn't hit hard enough.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive. Question him. Someone has been hunting your kind, and Alexander fancies himself the only Godwoken worthy of ascending. As far as we know, you may even be the last still alive. If Alexander is guilty, he'll face justice. Yes, we certainly had better, but the ship won't move.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
You're welcome to try, though I doubt it'll help.
What Gareth means to say is don't bother. Live wood will only move when it wants to, or in this tub's case, when it's forced to. That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor tree, the spirit of which is what we need is a way to control the bloody thing.
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they? Hopefully, you'll never have to find out.
Find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
Malady says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice it's unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. For a moment, you swear a face appears in the wood. A face tortured and tormented, a six-sided shape carved upon its forehead. The face vanishes. The door remains closed. It seems you need more than a password to open it.
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing. But what?
The door remains unmarked. The thud of your fist upon the wood resonates deeper than you'd expected it to. It turns into what sounds like a moan, then echoes away into silence. The door...
Hey! You're here! There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallas's room. Maybe you can see something we can't.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice the wood groans and creaks. For a moment, you swear a face appears in the wood. A face tortured and tormented, a six-sided shape carved upon its forehead. The face vanishes. The anguished face appears, then vanishes.
Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
A young magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp... She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot, so stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. There's a shift in the Magister's expression, a flicker of doubt.
I'm a good Magister, loyal. But Dallas, something about her has changed. She's toying with dark magic, like a common sorcerer. She used to sing to the ship. She had this old book of hymns and incantations. It was only ever in her hands, or else locked away in her cabin at the stern. That's all I know.
You spoke, didn't you?
Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
A young woman shifts her weight between her feet, as though swaying her hips to an imaginary. Her eyes roll up to meet yours, their great black pupils.
Hey, it's you! Well, 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 we meet again. They told me you'd mosey your way down here eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
She bats her eyelashes coquettishly and winks. Greyish veins flash around her eye sockets, casting a cadaverous.
Pretty hot, right? What was your name again?
She wipes a grubby hand on her tunic and holds it out for you to shake.
Very, very, very pleased to meet you. So, Malady tells me you're like me. You know, God-woken. Is it true? You're like me? Well, kind of. You know about my, situation, right?
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's
Right. Well, I'm a host. Always have been, probably always will be. I'm never alone in my head. Spirits, you name it, I've chatted with it behind my own two. I'm only hosting one right now, though, and it's a Malady said I should have met one of the gods when I had my vision in the Hall of Echoes, but I didn't. I met it.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
I know. It's really... I don't know what this thing is, but I'm gonna get it the hell out of my head and make it... What's your deal? I'm impressed, Chief. You know, I never was much of a solo artist. Want to find out what comes next? And don't worry, by the by. I forgive you for leaving me to drown on that ship.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Surprise! We could have. But a few of us made it out in any case. One of those kids, too, told us all about it. But don't worry, man. It hasn't stopped me from thinking it'd be a good idea to travel together. What do you say? It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when push comes. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go?
Too late for that now, Red.
Yeah?
The bell can't be unrung.
Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
What's this? I found something.
The silent monk leans forward.
How you doing? You creatures with your legs and arms and your opposable thumbs. You always want to steer the ship. You need to trust the ship. It knows what it's doing. It dances to the tune. It goes la 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 la, or something like that. It's pretty catchy, but I can't remember how it goes. Good thing Dallas had that book, eh? Oh, she opened it and looked at the marks on the... All right. Go to the nose bit of the ship, open the book, look at the markings inside it, sing the song. That's it. Get it right. That's always entertaining. For me, anyway.
I must say, you may not be an eternal, but you are certainly not. Personally, I am just glad that I do not have to walk back to Reaper's Coast. Wind travel may be primitive, but it is at least Livewood. You have taken a dead elf and... I knew you people were barbarians. I had no idea. Well, no matter. Whatever gets me to Reaper's Coast quickly. I have an excavation site to explore. The only treasure worth digging for. I was investigating a site where several artifacts of my people have been found. Alas, I was not the... They caught me when I failed to correctly respond to their questions. Still, it's good to be on the move again. Ah, yes. I have heard that your people enjoy various fermented fruit. Pardon? Was that an invitation? Will you Why, that would be... Come now, let's begin immediately.
Fane grabs your hand and in...
Well, that... I mean, it's just... That thing you did with your tongue. It was quite unexpected. A team? What an interesting prospect. You certainly seemed capable in Fort Joy, and a companion on Reaper's Coast. Very well. I am open to this. I believe you normally spit on your palms to seal agreements, but I seem to lack... Very well. Let's be off.
This boat's a treasure. Dallas would know what to do with
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say? Off we go, then. Isn't right. I think my helmet can tell when I've consumed sauce.
Ah, my favorite godless wolf. This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. To be true, there's a way to move this ship on board, I'm sure of it. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood looking to incinerate or stymie you. You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. Hopefully you can discover some these seekers might have missed. Dying to hear them.
Think, damn it! Where would a magic...
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get this thing moving, shall we? Keep Lucian close, Godwoken.
us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? Now, onward! Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? Now, onward!
Pretty nice ship, eh? Captain Losa. Has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Oh, really now?
Let's team up, you and me. Now, onward!
Be careful around the figurehead, Godwoken.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea. There's an odd mark on the side of the figurehead. Battle damage, weather staining. It almost looks like a pattern hammer. Searing pain races up your arm. The ship senses you. It's angry. The pain intensifies. It's spreading past your arm, across your chest. Your lungs feel like they're on...
Ter Sendelius, pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation. that they may find rest.
Yikes! What did I do to deserve that?
I've got sword fighting.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears, then vanishes.
Expert warrior for hire. Seasoned in combat. They won't let you down.
bell can't be unrung. Got that Magister to talk? Oh, good work. I knew she'd crack eventually. Good luck getting anything out of either. Got that Magister to talk? Oh, good work. I knew she'd crack eventually. All right then, just don't make me. Hope you find something useful. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the divine.
Red until the cage is locked again.
Prisoner or not, I swore an oath.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
I warned you not to touch.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swells. The gem sits heavily in your pouch.
Got that Magister to hope you find something useful.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win you. No one's ever regretted having extra help in a fight. I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right. Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide. expert warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down. I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken. Enter at your leisure.
For help in a fight, I'll guarantee you that.
For security reasons, please keep this door closed. For security reasons, please keep this door closed.
Enter at your leisure. Enter at your leisure.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? I'm a prisoner, of course. Do you think I'd be sitting here calmly if I was a Magister holdout? That infernal Dallas woman left me trapped here, too weak to escape. It seems I'm in your debt. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. I'm an expert in healing, crafting, and she kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. Oh, yes. And she could be a most cruel mistress, I'm sad to report.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do. She had me enchant a dead cat over there, so it would seem alive.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole time.
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur. Trust me. Convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
An unseen force yanks the copper out of your grasp. Tarquin catches it and offers you a thin smile.
Butterfingers? I'm afraid I truly can't remember anything. Now, unless there's something else you want, I need to get back to my work. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it, but I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. Significant, perhaps, don't you think? Lizards apparently have ancient magic that allows them to control slaves that bear their mark by singing a song. Dallas must have had an interest in those techniques. Took it? No, no. I made it! Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is in a different class to them. As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work. Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance.
A pyramid? What on Rivellon is this for?
A teleporter pyramid? Only one way to find out if it works. Try using it.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again. Truly good.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
What script is this? Whatever it is, it appears to be written in verse.
I'm a monster. I click and clack as I stalk my prey. My tail rattle. I suffer. Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, where are you? 'Tis I, Booply Bear. I am quite changed, but don't be frightened.
Oh, Quirkus, don't be like
What's
that.
this? I found something.
I was looking at his bone structure for academic purposes. There's nothing to be jealous of, honestly.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
both, I fear. Another pyramid. This again.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again.